Hi Tone, Jane. Decided to get this thing going. This unit here is the power unit. So what I did is I got the vibrator going and put that back in. That's vibrator there. I've cleaned everything out, and there wasn't everything in that unit was working. Yeah, so I thought, well, maybe the radio will just work. Yeah, so I connected everything up. I'll just show you the connections if you want to do this when I send it back over to you. The speaker unit, you can see those two white wires there. They go in there, so you can just put them in there just to get that speaker working. This black connector here, you'll see that inside the black connector there's a middle pole, and part of the pole is extended so that you can only put it in one way because of the central pole in it. So you shouldn't have a problem putting that in. You'll find that the radio's working, the dial's going across. You can shift this is the volume, but of course there's no volume because there's no aerial, so there's no station that you can find. But you'll see that the lights all come on, everything's working. There's no magic smoke anywhere. Normally when something's wrong, something will just burn out, but there isn't any burning out. Everything's fine. It gets very hot because it uses a lot of current, so it's drawing from a 12-volt battery here. I've just put a very small radio 12-volt battery, but it draws a lot of current, so these wires here get very hot. So when you connect this up, you want to use thick gauge wire, because this radio converts 12 volts up to 200, and that, of course, for 200 volts those valves in there are drawing a lot of current, so all that current has to come out of that battery. Yeah, so those wires will get very, very hot. And to connect it up, all you need to do, the earth, okay, you're right what you're saying about the earth. That looks like an earth wire, but obviously that there is negative earth. So yeah, so basically you would put the earth, the actual earth is the actual power line itself. Yeah, so it's back to front. But anyway, it makes sense. If you just look at that, you see the red live goes to the actual earth part. Yeah, so it's negative earth. Anyway, I think you know that already, but anyway, just connect it up like that, and then put your speaker lead in, put that in, and then all you got to do is just connect the battery up for a test. So you could lay this all out on the table like I've done, and you can do the same test I've done, and then just pick up your, just connect it to your battery, and then you'll hear the vibrator straight away. You'll hear the vibrator start straight away. So let's have a quick listen. And then what it'll do is it'll get louder as the valve starts drawing more current. See the valve's coming on now, and when that valve is fully warmed up and it's drawing the right current, you can see it's like brightening up now. That speaker, and you can see all the valves in here have all lit up. You can hear now the speaker's getting louder. Anyway, I'll let the other video part play so you can see it from the beginning. Yeah. So yeah, really what I'm saying is it works, but you'll need to put an aerial on the back. I would suggest you don't. I personally would not want to do anything to this. I would probably leave it in the box, put another radio in there, and just keep this, because it needs all cleaning up, because obviously all the chrome's all pitted, and I mean a lot of this Tony might be able to do anyway. It's just a clean up job really. The other thing is of course, because it's medium wave and it's long wave, nothing's broadcasting on those frequencies now. So the other thing you would need if you did want to use this in the car is a small medium wave or long wave transmitter, one of those short range ones, yeah, that you can buy to do exactly this. There are some out there you can buy. I was going to do that myself, but never got round to it. So yeah, this will work if you had a small transmitter sitting underneath, just if you wanted to do it for a show, if you was going to a show or something, you wanted to show the real Valve radio or something. So it works, yeah. So once that vibrator, once I got that vibrator working and working properly, it just needed a high voltage across it really, just to get it going, yeah. and the whole thing just worked. So didn't really have to do a lot really. So I sent back your envelope with the money and that, and yeah, I could have done this months ago, but I was like, got so many other things going. I thought, oh, I'll do it, and I just never got round to it. So it's a shame, really. If I'd have got onto this, kicked myself up the arse, I could have done a bit more and sort of really, maybe I could have got, could have done a bit more, like put an aerial on or something. But anyway, it works. So the fact is, this is an antique radio. Yeah, I mean, it's probably worth a lot of money. So I wouldn't. So don't. Don't do anything to it. Just leave it as is. Leave it in the box, and then you could connect it up, like I say. You could try and use it, but you would need a transmitter to use it. Yeah. Anyway, I'm waffling now, so I'll email you the info anyway. Okay, bye.